Having trouble with your garage door? Problem solved. Call Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company. We're your go-to team for garage door repair, new garage doors, openers, and more. We offer same-day service. We're always ready when you need us. Best of all, you can book your appointment online or talk to a live operator 24/7. No machines, no waiting. So whether it's a broken spring or a brand new garage door, trust the local experts at Direct Service Garage Doors. Call us today or visit directserviceoverhead.com.
Oh, holy cow. What a good Lord. What a crazy game. Anger and then like happiness and then confusion. It was like all the emotions of a game all wrapped into one just disgusting display by the Razorbacks. That was some horrible basketball by Arkansas. Let's not sit here and get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I was angry 75% of this game. I was angry. Lot to kind of get packed into this thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Welcome. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Man, we got to give someone the gold chain. We actually got to hand out. I wasn't sure we were going to do that, y'all. I wasn't sure we were going to hand out the gold chain. It looked like Winthrop was going to win this damn game. What a wild finish. One of the craziest endings to a game I've seen Arkansas basketball have in a minute. I mean, wow. But also a whole bunch of shit, too. Like a whole bunch of not good basketball, especially on defense. Oh, my goodness. Mixed emotions. Again, welcome. Appreciate everyone for being here. Sharing is caring, right? You want to do that, you want to hit the share button. Camo says sheesh. Sheesh indeed. All caps, sheesh. Questions or comments, fire away. Fire away. We'll read them. We'll get through them. I was gonna take the night off. I really was. I even told my wife I'm not doing any post games this week. Her exact words were, "Yeah, right. Something's gonna happen, and you're gonna get invested. And you're gonna do it. You're gonna do the post game." It's like my wife had a crystal ball the whole time. She knew. Sarah knew. Shout out to Sarah. Sarah. I don't even know where to begin. First off, Winthrop. I don't know that I've seen a team snipe like this. I don't know that I've seen a team snipe. That was insane. I mean, they shot 15 of 31. That's damn near 50%. That is unheard of. I don't care who it is. 15 of 31. They play like this the rest of the year. I'm not sure how many games they lose. Holy crap. I mean, they did this on the road. They did this inside Bud Walton. I get that it was a Tuesday night. I get that. I get it. You know, not a lot of fans there, but boy, them fans got into it towards the end, didn't they? They got into it. Yeah, Kentucky did get throttled today on a neutral floor against Michigan State. That did my heart. That's just, I love it. I love it. I don't care. People will give me shit for picking them to win the SEC. Like, first off, we got a ways to go. And I said they would win the most SEC games. I felt like they would win the most regular season games. And obviously, what did I say after that? People tend to forget. We said these are blind picks. The transfer portal has made everything kind of crazy. I love their roster. But god dang, Michigan State just bodied them. I mean, it kind of looks similar to what they were able to do to us. But Arkansas was able to contain and play a little bit better on both ends of the floor compared to Kentucky tonight against Michigan State. We got a long ways to go. Listen, Arkansas did just barely beat two teams they should have throttled. So before we start flinging mud at anybody, it's like we need to take a look at ourselves. Arkansas's got some things they got to fix, you guys. They've got some things they absolutely need to get fixed. Once again, rebound numbers, they're only +3 compared to Winthrop. They're only +3. They had 30 to your 33. They had 8 offensive boards. You had just 7. The turnovers, and again, this is like, I think every game but one, Arkansas single digits in turnovers. I might need to double check that. I did like I love that. And when you're single digits in turnovers, that's great, especially when, you've got a young team out there on the floor. You got a couple of freshmen getting a lot of minutes. That's good to keep that number single digits. And again, they won. They had more. They didn't win the assist to turnover battle, but they had +4 in that category, 13-9. So that's a good sign. 5 steals. I thought they had, they had 8 blocks. Okay, I thought my screen was telling me 5. I was like, no. They had to have more than that. ESPN's reporting 8 blocks tonight. 8-man rotation. You in Brazil, Acuff, Knox, Wagner were your starting 5. Pringle, Richmond, Thomas. Obviously, Thomas coming off the bench. Fantastic. I don't even think it's a question who's going to get the gold chain. Kind of briefly looking at. I didn't even watch the stats in this game. I didn't keep up, and that's unheard of for me. I always watch the stats. I always watch the stats as the game goes on. I didn't watch. That second half had me on the edge of the seat, boys. Had me on the edge of my seat. And Arkansas found a way. No doubt it's going to Malik. Malik's going to get the gold chain. I don't even think it's just Malik was 3 of 8 outside. He was 3 of 4 at the charity stripe. He was 10 of 20, so he shot 50% overall with 26 points. It's just not even and he had 3 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 0 turnovers. In fact, none of the bench players, none of them. And they got some decent minutes tonight. Pringle with 13. Richmond, this needs to be double-checked. They've got him down. Oh, no, hold on. I'm not looking at minutes. That's wrong. I was going to say, Malik played more than 26. That's his point total. I'm sorry. I'm flipping back and forth between the screens. 24 minutes for 34 minutes for Thomas. Sorry. 20 for Billy Richmond, 28 for Nick Pringle. 0 turnovers from those 3. And Pringle, by the way, tonight finally, like, they're feeding him. Did you see them feeding him the ball right to the ball or to the rim? God, I told you I was not prepared to do a post game tonight. I wasn't planning on doing one. I'm not prepped. I'm not in that frame of mind. You got to be in a frame of mind to do a post game, and I'm not in one. With Pringle, like, why weren't they doing more of those? Right, just feed him the ball right to the rim. Like, where was that? That urgency they played with when they were down 5, and they were able to shrink that gap, and they were playing their asses off under that minute and a half, around that minute mark. Where was that all game? And why does it look like some of them at times are just uninterested in playing defense, especially around the post? And then the perimeter defense was atrocious tonight. Now, to be fair, they were also making contested shots. Winthrop was outside. I mean, they were shooting damn near from the hog snout. I mean, it was ridiculous from the mouth. It's just crazy. It was just a mixed bag of everything. It was like a perfect storm for not good defense, not disciplined defense, and then just a lack of urgency at times. And Winthrop was trying to, get the pace going, and that's like, okay, well, Arkansas, they could do that. They can keep up with the pace of this. And the next thing you know, they're like, yeah, we're going to do that, but we're going to stop. We're going to kick it out, and we're just going to knock down threes left and right. And then every once in a while, because we've opened things up outside the perimeter, now we're opening up lanes, and we're just going to drive right through we're going to score in the paint on you. And that's exactly what they were able to kind of do, a little bit of everything. Arkansas's got some problems, and I realize you got to take this a game at a time. Arkansas looks like a team it's still trying to figure out how to play on both ends of the floor together. It's like they all one of the 3 of them especially want to be the stars. 3 of them want to put this game on their shoulders, and it's like no. Again, the Pringle move to the rim was there like almost all night, and the guy really should have had like 20 points tonight. He was 5 of 5. These numbers are incomplete here. Let me pull up the actual stat broadcast here. What are they saying? What is stat broadcast saying? Yeah, they've got him down for 5 of 5 as well. ESPN said he knocked down a 3, and I was like, no, that ain't right. I didn't see that. Arkansas also, the other thing too, like if you're going to look at why they won this ball game, I mean, they did it at the free throw line. I mean, they were great at the free throw line. 91%, 20 of 22. So right at 91%. It's actually 90.9%. You want to, I mean, that's it right there. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's it. That's how you do it. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, get it done at the charity stripe. What did we talk about all year? What did we talk about? If you can get to the free throw line and you're shooting like that, you're going to win some ball games because there's going to be some areas this team's going to suck at. And tonight it was just defense. It was especially perimeter defense. And you got to give Winthrop credit. I get that. Like Winthrop, they're not a terrible team. They do some really good things, but this is inside Bud Walton. I don't care if it's a Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. I don't give a damn. This is inside Bud Walton. You're Winthrop. And you got to protect your house. And I'll give them credit. Arkansas in that final minute, they playing lights out. It's like, where was this? Where's this defense? Where's this? What's going on? Oh, goodness. Again, if you're just joining us, make sure you like, share, hit the subscribe button, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Mixed emotions. I mean, I was prepared to come into this thing just pissed off. I was prepared to come into this thing just pissed, screaming and yelling. And they found a way. That's what matters, right? You did win. That's what matters. Ty, I'm being led to believe there are some serious character issues with this team. It's got me worried, man. I'll say this. Well, look, Judd, I mean, when things don't look great, yeah, then all the bullshit, people just start throwing out nonsense. Like, oh, they got stuff coming out. Whatever, man. I mean, listen, I don't – maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. I didn't like what happened there towards the end. And you can't fault Pringle, and the officials didn't. But I don't know about picking that dude up by his jersey like that. Like let him get the technical, Pringle. Let them get in trouble. He clearly looked like he got him by the throat. And you're the upperclassman here. You've got to de-escalate. And that didn't happen. And he picked the man up by his jersey. I don't know. Pringle was thrown to the ground, says Hero Blake. Blake, I'm not arguing that, brother. I'm not arguing that. That guy already did. Boom, right there. There's your technical. You don't have to grab him by the jersey like that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Pringle's got a reputation. Yeah, we aren't built like that, Ty. What do you mean, Malik? Cuff, what do you mean? The old Pringle would have thrown a punch. Yeah. Some of that stuff is kind of known about him. So, but he's already done, like, that dude was at fault 100%. That guy was at fault. So I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch that again. I don't know if that played out the way it should have. I mean, I don't think Pringle's at fault at all. Our Draymond. He's Draymond Green. Bro, it's like, what are you doing? Come on, hold on. I love that you're in this, man. I love that you're passionate right now, like especially with NIL and all we talk about is how these players love the money. They don't love the game, bro. I love it when these kids get a little mouthy. I love it. But, man, when it comes to putting your hands on other players, like, no, that's going too far. That's going too far. I wasn't arguing, just saying. No, I hear you, Hero. I'm just saying. Just don't. You're a senior. Like, how old is Pringle? What is he, 32? Like, bro, come on. First off, you could have broke that poor man. That poor little. Well, that dude wasn't small either, but you could have broke him. You could have been really suspended. A lot of threes hit. They were uncontested. They were. You're exactly right. There are a lot of uncontested threes. They didn't have to earn. I mean, I don't know. I was watching I don't know about you guys. Again, I wasn't planning on doing a live, so I was watching the game while a little TMI here for you, but I was taking a shower, and I had the game, like, on my, with the Bluetooth speaker connected, and I had it up where I could only hear it, so I didn't get to watch, like, a good 10 minutes of the first half, but it sounded to me like a lot of those shots they were making contested, but a lot of them were uncontested. And Winthrop was just knocking everything down left and right. And it's just, man, sometimes you got to give credit where credit's due. They got some snipers. They got a couple of guys knocking down shots. Rozier was insane. Rozier shot 70% off 10 attempts. He's 7 of 10 outside. That is incredible. And he had a hell of a ball game. A hell of a ball game. 23 points, couple boards, 5 assists tonight. Only 1 turnover. What a ball game from him. The other guy, Cluett, is that how you pronounce his name? Number 11, Cody Cluett. He was 4 of 6. Barry was 2 of 5. I mean, they were just knocking down shots. 15 of 31. I don't know that we see that again. If Arkansas's perimeter defense plays like they have lately, then maybe we might. Oh, I'm telling you, they got some things they got to fix. Arkansas, you got one more fixer, one more game Friday night, and you ought to be able to run them out of the gym. Okay, should have been able to tonight against Winthrop. But here we are. But Arkansas got the dub. That is all that matters. And I will agree. I know I'm going to catch that in the comments eventually. Oh, I take an ugly L. It doesn't matter. I get it. Or an ugly W, I mean. An ugly W. A W is a W. I agree. You'll take it. But Ty, nice to win. Fix as you go, says Hog Blitz. Well, I mean, that is basketball, Hog Blitz. That is literally the game of basketball. I mean, you got to fix what you're going to go to the film room. You're going to make some adjustments. You might make some personnel adjustments. Hell, maybe you bring somebody else off the bench and make them a starter. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you mess with your rotation a little bit more. Your starting 5, and who you have on the floor, minutes given. That's how you do it, and that's why you play these. Honestly, you're kind of glad in some ways that you're playing these kind of games, right? And hope and pray that no, they can fix these. After all, they gave Michigan State a hell of a ball game in East Lansing. Okay, not on a neutral floor. They gave Michigan State all they wanted and then some, and could have won that game. So, and I'm telling you guys, I think Michigan State's damn good. Shouldn't come as a surprise with Izzo, but. Man, Kenduki says Bot Magnet. At least Kenduki got humiliated. Yeah, they got ran off the floor, man. And again, we're gonna have to make these adjustments once we get right before January, right before SEC play. That's when we make our next up. What are the predictions? Right? It's how this works. No one's right. No one knows. You don't know until you get a bunch of games under your. Play it off your schedule. This might sound weird, but I am so proud of them, says Smock. We should have easily lost this game towards the end. You're not wrong. But they decided to steal it at the end. Ugly game, but man, feels good to win an ugly one like that. It really does, and you can learn from these kind of games. And you are if you had lost this, first off, I don't know how many of you care, but yeah, Kentucky fans, even though they got blown out, they're going to come in here and they're going to go on social media and they're going to go, well, we lost to so-and-so, but you lost to who at home? There's that factor. And then it's just, you're still a one-loss team. That feels good. These guys are going to have a lot to work on. Hopefully they get their confidence, built up a little bit. Ty, Malik had 1 turnover, says Lone Sportsman Outfitters. Oh, well, okay. My bad. What'd I say, 0? ESPN and the stat broadcast often have conflicting numbers here. Where is Malik? Yeah, they say he had 1. ESPN earlier said that he had 0. Yeah, they still do, actually. Well, I haven't refreshed my screen, but let me see if I refresh it and it fixes it. Yeah, they fixed it. There it is. It's updated. Now it is 1 turnover. All right. Thank you for the correction, sir. You Fayettards need to show up to games. Kidding, Fayettards. Faced with a comment like that makes me wonder if you clean behind your ears. I'm about to eat a big ass bag of pecan. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Eat some brittle. Hey, yes, sir. They're already talking about firing Pope. Yeah, I saw that. I read that on Twitter. They're so pissed. I saw the one about is who's going to last longer, Stoops or that arena looked empty. Guys, you have to understand it's not necessarily Fayetteville. It's not necessarily Fayetteville. It's the price of these tickets on a Tuesday night. We're not talking about a 5 p.m. tip-off against Kentucky or an SEC rival. Or, I mean, it's Winthrop on a freaking Tuesday night. Like, I get it. You want more people, but they're not in charge of the price of those tickets. People can't afford this stuff, man. Come on, the economy we're in. Are you kidding me? I'm not putting this on the Fayetteville people. This is just simply the seating arrangement that Hunter Yurachek put together, and that's how they were able to raise the $10.5 million. Oh, man. Someone just DM me. I hope someone clipped that. Oh, I'm just kidding with you, bro. I'm the fish. I'm kidding with you too, man. Fishman always cleans behind his ears. Listen, yeah, there's no doubt. There's some individuals here that I'm a little bit like we're seeing some inconsistencies. Carter Knox was really hoping that he'd have another night where he just went off. I want to see these guys build some confidence and some consistency. I will say Brazil had 14 points. He was 5 of 6. He was perfect at the charity stripe, 4 for 4. And then he had 4 blocks and a steal with an assist and 8 boards. I mean, this man nearly had a double-double with 4 blocks. He's 10 in the plus-minus. Like, what a ball game by Brazil, huh? Like, again, we know there's the back issue, and maybe there's some of that going on sometimes with him. I don't know. Malik Ewan is someone I don't, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Malik Ewan is not passing the sniff test, speaking of not cleaning behind your ears. He's not passing the sniff test so far. I don't know. I don't think he's going to play like this forever. I'm sure he'll have a night where maybe he's a dominant force, but I just have not seen much from him. He did have 3 rebounds tonight. He had a couple of offensive boards, which does lead the roster. Don't really see him fighting a lot, and he just kind of looks like he's there. At least with Pringle, I mean, he's bringing it when he does. He's not always bringing it, but I mean, Pringle was fighting folks tonight. Like he had enough. He had enough. And I love seeing that from him. Again, I wish they'd feed him more straight to the rim. That play was there, man. Right to the rim. Easy 2 points. Not saying you're going to do that every possession, but he should have had more points tonight, no doubt. Damn pretzels are $13 now. Yeah, you ain't lying. I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy. Biddy $13 pretzel video made me laugh so hard. I guess I haven't seen that. Was that on a walk and talk or something? Pretzels are awesome. By the way, speaking of pretzels, y'all ever had Sonic pretzels? Oh my God, dude. I don't know what it is that Sonic does. I don't know if it's something in that bread or the salt. I don't know, but it is so good. My kids love and they're cheap too, man. They're like $1.50 or something for a pretzel. It's not like a full size pretzel though. Better eat before the game. Yeah, no kidding. It's expensive. I'm telling you. Other Mike says chemicals. It probably is the chemicals. Hey, I think they're doing a promotion where you get like a free Coke. I saw that. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Sonic is like, oh my God, the Hickory Burger. Chef's kiss. That used to be so great. I don't know if they offer it anymore. Yes, walk and talk after the Auburn game, I believe. Must have missed that. That's funny. As a kid, I used to watch Auntie Anne's whip that dough up in amazement. Yeah, right? All right. Again, hey, do me a favor, you guys, on Twitter. If you could retweet the actual Tusk Talk with Ty Twitter Crazy ending, HOGS versus Winthrop postgame. If you could retweet that, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. I really would. Let's get into some more numbers here really quick. Winthrop, and this is just very indicative of Arkansas's defense this year. They're giving up on average like 32 points in the paint. It's got to be something close to that. They gave up 34 points in the paint to Winthrop tonight. And that's with all the shooting they were doing outside. That's with all that outside shooting. It's just, I'm telling you, this team has a major problem. And if they don't get this fixed, if they don't fix one thing or the other, the perimeter defense tonight, I think it was the worst I've seen. Again, didn't get to watch the entire game. I listened to quite a bit of it. Was able to pull up in the second half and watch a lot of it. But it looked to me like, man, here we go again. They're going to have to figure this thing out and play as a team on both ends of the floor. I like some of what I see on offense. I mean, my God, you score 84 points. That's fantastic on anybody. That's great, right? And if you could do that night in and night out, that's great. But on the defensive end of the floor, it just sometimes feels like these guys are lost, whether it's a communication issue. And then there's the physicality side of the game. They had 9, talking about Winthrop. Again, they had 34. They had 20 points off the bench, 34 points in the paint. 18 second chance points. 8 offensive boards, just 9 fast break points. They were 9 of 16 on layups. They led this game 5 different times, or 4 different times. It was tied 5 off 71 possessions. God, plural. Arkansas on their end, 40 points in the paint. You like to see that. 45 points from the bench. 14 second chance points. And then 7 offensive boards, 16 fast break points. Yeah, if you want to play fast, we can play fast. We just got to play better on defense. And it's whether it's getting to your spots, knowing what your guy's doing, watching for those backdoor cutters, the pick and pops and whatnot, and not chasing these guys off the perimeter. There's just things here that defensively, it feels like they're a little bit, they've just got a ways to go. I think the offense this year so far, other than the Michigan State game, and to be fair, that is like their only tough game they've played really in terms of the talent and the opponent, right? Against a Izzo team who I think is going to be a really good Izzo Michigan State team. I'm telling you, if Michigan State keeps playing like this, y'all, they might be picked to, I don't know, top 2 in the Big Ten, top 3. I mean, they're just playing some great ball. I did get a chance to watch some of that first half. And again, Kentucky they were getting bullied around around the post, like what Michigan State did to Arkansas. Arkansas was 12 of 15 on layups, 4 or 5 on dunks. And, yeah. I do like their shooting, too. I mean, my God, they shot 50%. That's the highlight of the game, really, even along with the free throw shooting. 50% shooting. What's ESPN saying? Are they saying the same, or are they giving us a different number? No, they're giving the same number, 29 to 58, 50%, 35% outside. I mean, that's not 6 of 17 is not terrible. It's not great. We've talked about this before. If you're going to be on the lower end on three-point shooting, if you're going to be under 20, then that number needs to be closer to 40%. But that's okay. 6 of 17. Some of the shot selection, I mean, they're never perfect, right? I mean, they're going to miss some. They're going to miss some shots. The freshman, especially Thomas. I mean, he was 10 of 20 tonight. He was 10 of 20. He's going to shoot the damn ball. That's what that kid does. And he shot 50%. And some of those, yeah, they were like unwarranted. Like, whoa, pump the brakes, homie. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. I want to make sure those turnovers are right. ESPN's reporting 9. What's the stat? Stat broadcast says 9 as well. Okay, they had 6 turnovers looks like in the second half. Okay. Yeah, there's always going to be a couple shots that are just, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are you taking that shot? You didn't need to do that. What are you doing here, son? You didn't have to take that shot. Could have passed the ball up a little bit. Again, when Arkansas, and the thing that I do like about them is they have the capacity to do this. When there's a little bit of ball movement, when they're moving the ball and they find a way to either get somebody open in the post or find someone in the corner pocket, normally Malik, they're deadly. That's when this team looks like they're at their best. Not when they just, coming right over half court, first pass and the guy shoots it. You had the ball in your possession for like 5 seconds. What the hell are we doing? Move the ball around a little bit. And I realize there's some guys Cal just wants to shoot. I mean, he's fine with them shooting. I get it. Hey, 8 blocks, you'll take that. Love the 8 blocks. 5 steals. That's okay. That's not bad. And again, 13 assists to your 9 turnovers. Those are good. But 91% the free throw line and 50% shooting. Listen, they didn't get as many free throw opportunities. Winthrop was not very good. I mean, because they didn't drive the ball a ton. They just, if they had a shot inside, they took it. And it was typically not really contested by Arkansas, which is why they didn't have so many attempts at the line. But they did shoot 4 of 6 there. But they also shot 48% overall with 48% shooting outside. So they were 48% from the floor, no matter where. And just 10 turnovers, which on the road in an SEC, not really an SEC environment tonight, but typically, playing in Bud Walton regardless, I mean, they played well. Winthrop tonight, again, hats off to Winthrop. They're going to be a problem if they can continue to play like that. How much of that was, we're playing Arkansas, we're playing Coach Cal, we got to play our best, and maybe really we're not that good. Could have been that too, but I'm telling you, man, they shoot anywhere near close to 15 to 31 outside. 48% overall. My God, keeping it to 9 or 10 turnovers a night and getting 18 assists. Yeah, you're going to win some ball games doing that. You're absolutely going to win some ball games. Oh, we got some super chats here. Hold on. Let me read these. Let me get caught up here. Cameron Gray says, where's the Kentucky fans at now? Only 66 points and beat by 17. Kentucky is terrible. Cope with Pope. Oh, man. Brazil and Pringle should have been fed more. Yeah, I agree, Brady. Yes. Feed them. That's what we were talking about with Pringle. It just looked too easy. And we just got a couple of guys that are just going to take shots. They're not going to feed inside. And that is something I hope they get corrected. Let's feed those guys around the post. The bigs had opportunities tonight. They had opportunities. Pringle and Brazil combined, almost 30 points. 27 points tonight combined. How many Pringle was 7. So 15 rebounds combined between Brazil and Pringle. I mean, they had a presence tonight. A little bit. I want to see Ewan step it up, man. I want to see Ewan. I don't know. There's just something about him right now. I don't know if he's just not digging where he's at in the rotation. How many minutes did he get? Ewan, it didn't seem like he got that many. Yeah, he had 7 minutes. Maybe, and that, that certainly plays a role. And in those 7 minutes, let's be fair, he had 3 boards, just 1 foul, and just a couple of points with 2 offensive boards. So maybe we need to, I don't know, maybe the secret to him is getting him some more minutes. I don't know. Do you risk that if Pringle and Brazil are going to play this way? And by the way, they both could have had more points. Brazil's play tonight. Brazil could make a case for post-game gold chain. He certainly could have made a case tonight for that. 4 blocks, 14 points. He's the second leading scorer. He had the most rebounds with 8. Yeah, he had the most minutes of all the bigs with 35 minutes, but still, man, he played his ass off. Let's just hope he can continue to do that, right? I was going to read that other super chat. Did I read? Oh, I read them all. Okay, I read all the super chats. My bad. Let's read some more comments here really quick. Ty talking stat line about the game. We talk about fast food. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think I started that, though. This podcast is brought to you by Sonic. This is not a podcast. Ty Brandon, this is not a podcast. It's a live show, but fair enough. Yeah, we're going to have to hit up Sonic, Ty. We're going to have to hit him up. Say, hey, come sponsor me. I'll eat a hickory burger while I'm doing a post game. James 870 Arc fan says, no, that was just somebody that worked there. Oh. I'm not reading the rest of that. What? Ewan is the most casual, skilled big I've seen in a while, says Brady. I thought I thought he wouldn't be great on defense, but you would think he would care on offense, where he has shown to have great touch and skill. Yeah, scoring on the scoring end, he's definitely not holding up. I've seen him do okay on defensive possessions, but he is just nowhere to be found typically on offense. And listen, if that's what he's going to be, if you could turn him into just a guy, I mean, right now you got a lot of work to do for Ewan, but if he could turn into a guy that's just a maybe slightly above average rim defender who could maybe grab a few 5-6 boards a game, maybe he could sneak in 6 points, 8 points every once in a while, rack up 2-3 offensive boards per game, while getting like 15 minutes. Okay, I mean, I thought he would play a bigger role than that, but as long as Brazil and Pringle can continue to build in their time on the floor, obviously talking more about Pringle than Brazil. Hell, I mean, he had 28 minutes. Pringle had 28 minutes tonight. So, I mean, he earned them tonight. I'll just say it. He earned it. He played his ass off. 5 of 5 overall shooting, by the way. So, got to keep those two going. They can't disappear. Brazil and Pringle can't not have an impact on a game. You cannot do that. I realize this is a guard-heavy team. This is all about guards. That's what this team is. They're going to be all about their guard play. And listen, that can carry you. That can only carry you so far. You've got to have your 4 or a 5 come in and be, the guys that alter shots. They're altering looks that are closer to the rim and around the post. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. Can maybe get some shot blocks. Brazil, we have seen he's capable of that, and he can block shots outside too, because he's typically going to have a size advantage if someone's shooting 15 feet or further out. But you've got to have these guys contributing, especially on the defensive end of the floor. And Brazil tonight again did his part, for the most part. He did his part. But we do need to, if you can, turn these guys into something on offense, because you want to be an inside-outside team. And you've got guys, listen, you've got a couple of cats that can shoot from mid-range that are knocking down 13 to 15-footers. We've got a couple of guys that are pretty capable at finishing at the rim. You got a couple of guys that can knock down outside shots. It just feels like what this team is missing right now is solid night in, night out bigs. Just night in, night out, solid play from the bigs. That's what this team feels like they're missing right now. Maybe that'll, as this team continues to grow, face some more adversity. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ask me to score that Duke game, I'd probably pick Duke to run Arkansas out of the stadium. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like Duke, what I've seen so far, there's some problems here. But you can't let that one game be that's just who you are. You're not going to be that good. That's not true. I think Duke's just really damn good. What little I've been able to see and read about them, but who knows, right? You play these things on the floor, not off the floor. You play them on the floor. Who knows? Maybe Arkansas's guards can find a way and get things going. But I know this much. If the offense is going to disappear, if the offense is going to be unable, maybe they're facing some really good inside two-man zone that you just can't drive to the rim. You can't feed your bigs. You can't feed anybody inside. You can't finish at the rim. They've got too much size and athleticism around the rim and all the way out to mid-range. You need to have the ability to pop that bubble, and you do that by someone like Malik knocking down threes, Acuff knocking down threes, Carter Knox knocking down threes. You need to be able to score from the outside, and they have shown that they're capable of doing that. They have shown that they're capable of doing that very thing. So, who knows? And I said this preseason, it doesn't feel like they're going to have as many matchup issues. Of course, I was also saying that assuming Pringle and Ewan were going to be just great on defense, and so far we still need to see more, But Brazil at his best, it allows you to do so much on offense, especially if you've got some mismatches size-wise or position-wise. It's going to be a fun year, but this does also feel like a year where they're going to have some growing pains, and they're going to lose some games we're going to be pissed about. I'm going to be here screaming in a post game, losing my damn mind. But in reality, we know this. I still think, I'm not changing my mind, the ceiling for this team is a run in the NCAA tournament. I still feel like that's the case, especially after watching Michigan State beat the hell out of Kentucky on a neutral floor. When you went into East Lansing, they're big, they're physical. You know, they've got them corn-fed boys that just play their asses off. They're physical. You went in there and could have won that game. And you saw what they did to Kentucky on a neutral floor. Yeah, no, I'm not changing my prediction. I think some of what we're seeing with these games that shouldn't be close, they're growing pains. I think that's what some of this is. And once they get it figured out, I think Arkansas is going to be just fine. Hopefully you get that figured out before March or before February, but and stay healthy, right? That's the other part of this too. You got to stay healthy. Got a couple of guys you kind of want to keep an eye on. Brazil being one of them, right? With that back, if you lose Brazil for 8, 9, 10 games, and Ewing is still playing like Ewing, and Pringle, can't keep his temper in check, and all of a sudden he's getting technicals and he's fouling out of games because of the more minutes he's getting because Brazil's not on the floor. Man, you're in for a world of hurt. So they've got some growing pains to fight through. I think they will, and I still believe this will be a team that'll go on a nice little run. I really do. Don't know how far yet. Izzo wants the chip and retirement. He's got a hell of a team this year, man. Getting to watch them play as much as I have. I've watched them play now more than anyone else so far outside of Arkansas, and I'm telling you, they just look so good. They are not soft. They're physical. They've got size. Jeez, dude. I mean, they're just inside out. They're just a really well put together team. Extremely, extremely well coached. So yeah, Pringle is a true softie. Did you see his dog Ace? I did not. Jeremy Blackford says, "Give me Musselman back." I don't know. Just saying, we didn't have close games like this to small teams like this. Yeah, I mean, Jeremy, I don't know. I mean, Musselman is definitely a great X's and O's coach. I think he's I don't know what to expect from him at USC this year, but Cal is I mean, he was kind of known for this at Kentucky. Having these close games against opponents he should blow out. And then up until the 2020s, still go on deep NCAA runs. It's all about what you do. Listen, he's been here 1 year. In a year where he started off 0-5 in conference play and then found a way to make it all the way to the Sweet 16. That doesn't happen very often. That's got to be a pretty damn good coach. You can't let these close games you can't take away from this game like, oh, well, this is just it. We're going to be terrible. No. You got a ways to go. Arkansas lost to a school called Hofstra. Yeah, that's right. When they lost to Hofstra under Muss, yep. They did a halftime price on Pringle and his cool dog. Oh, okay. Halftime piece. I didn't see it. Like I said, that was right when I was cooking dinner, and we had I cooked some ribs in the oven with some mac and cheese, and I was like cooking dinner, ate dinner really fast, tried to watch the game, hang out with the family for a little bit. And then took a shower, and that's when I was able to really get caught up on the game. What the hell else did we eat for dinner? We had the ribs. Oh, and canned corn. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Basketball's a wild sport, says Joe DC. That's it, man. I mean, you really can. It is a wild sport. That's it. That's all you got to say. It's a wild sport. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited about Cal and the 5 stars, but the last 2 games has me worried. Yeah, like I said, they've got to get some of this stuff figured out. I have a feeling this is going to be a year where they do probably lose some. They lose a game or two in SEC play. They shouldn't lose to the not good SEC teams. It feels like that kind of year, but you just don't know. You just never know. I had fajita nachos. Ooh, from Mexican food truck. Damn, that sounds good. Crazy how meaningless the SEC tournament is. Yeah. All right. That is going to do it. I do appreciate everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. That is the plan. Unless something changes. We'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday show. And looking forward to it. Got some more coaching stuff to discuss. Another name has entered into the line of fire. Well, there's some more coaching stuff, man. I mean, I like talking about this stuff, as stressful as it is, as painful as some of it is. And I might tell you guys, like, here we go, buckle up for the ride. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be, you think you're in on a guy, and then poof. I mean, I heard Mike Irwin on his last Ask Mike, where he was talking about how his source was just dead wrong, and how the stuff he's hearing is just crazy. And he's not the only media member saying that. It is wild, and it kind of makes you wonder a few things. And we're going to talk about all that tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will be here. The time is projected to be at 6:30. Wednesday nights can also switch. You know, we could go a little later, but just, again, make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. I do appreciate everyone. We're on our march to 2 million total views on the channel. 2 million total views. We're on the march. We just hit 1.9, last week, I think. So we're on that march now. 100 more thousand to go, and we'll be at 2 million, man. I'm really proud of that, and I appreciate you guys for helping get me there. So just remember, sharing is caring. Make sure you hit the like button. And, yeah. So, man, we've come a long ways. I'm not kidding. Come a long ways. We're getting there, though. 2 million is not something I thought this channel would ever do. Really didn't. Didn't think we'd ever even be close to that. But here we are. It's great. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of your night. Rest up. Okay. It's going to be wild. I think this coaching search, it's going to continue. We're going to hear all kinds of smoke. It's going to be nuts, but that's the whole point of these shows. We're going to try and stay caught up on all the news, on all the smoke and all of it. Rumors. Hell, I don't care. We'll talk about it all. Right. Okay. I'll see you guys. Oh, damn, by the way, shout out to our sponsor, Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company. Same day services. Quality parts, affordable outcomes, better than best results. If you've got your garage door acting up, you're getting home late from work, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., give them a call. They'll be there, man. 501-244-3667. Again, that's Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company. And shout out also to Patreon supporters. You guys are helping keep the lights on. Appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow night, 6:30. Be here.